Huawei Mate View is a 28-inch monitor with 4K plus resolution and wireless projection technology support. The monitor has a unique and stylish design. The device's color is described by the manufacturer as Mystic Silver. The main materials of the hull are aluminum with a matte anodized surface and plastic with a silver-like color covering. The hinge to which the screen unit is attached and the round platform are made of stainless steel with a polished surface. The outer surface of the matrix is black, semi-matte. The screen looks like a monolithic surface limited by a narrow border around the perimeter. The monitor's resolution is 400 pixels higher than the standard 4K resolution, so the aspect ratio is 3:2, not 16:9. The higher resolution allows more information to be displayed, and the 3:2 screen can be more convenient to use. The only control button, which is a slightly protruding touch strip, can be found at the bottom and face of the display, right in the center. The interface connectors are located on the lower part of the stand. An array of ports are placed horizontally on the back side, and one more is sited vertically on the right-hand face. In the lower part of the stand, there is a grid with two loudspeakers behind it. On the right and on the left ends of the stand's base, you can find one hole for the built-in dual microphone. The back of the monitor looks very good indeed. The stand has a fixed height, but a spring-supported mechanism allows vertical movement of the assembly, on which the screen unit is attached. A hinge in the mounting assembly allows the screen unit to be slightly tilted forward from a vertical position and more back. The base of the stand is relatively large in area, but it is flat and horizontal on top, which increases the efficiency of using the working surface of the table. The construction of the stand is rigid, the monitor is stable. The sound quality in the headphones is good, whereas the quality of the built-in speakers is noticeably worse. In some cases, maximum volume level is not enough. There are no low frequencies, and the stereo effect cannot be distinguished. The built-in dual microphone has good sensitivity. Using only the microphone and speakers of the monitor, it is quite comfortable to communicate by voice, even at a decent distance from the monitor.
Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Вышел зайчик погулять. Вдруг охотник выбегает, прямо в зайчика стреляет. Пиф-паф, ой-ой-ой, умирает зайчик мой. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять. Вышел зайчик погулять. Вдруг охотник выбегает, прямо в зайчика стреляет. Пиф-паф, ой-ой-ой, умирает зайчик мой.
The monitor built-in dual-port USB hub is only accessible via a Type-C USB connection. Through the same interface, input devices connected to the monitor via Bluetooth, such as a mouse and a keyboard, as well as a built-in dual microphone or a microphone connected via a mini jack are available. The USB Type-C port supports power supply to a laptop connected to it with a power of up to 65 watts. In addition to the power supply, the package includes two interface cables. Power supply is external. The DC low-voltage cable is not detachable, since the maximum power is quite high and there is no need for more connectors. The AC power cable is detachable. A short press on the power button turns on the monitor or puts it into standby mode. A long one turns off the monitor, and a very long one causes the monitor to reboot and reset all settings. When the monitor is on and there is no menu on the screen, moving one finger on the touch strip adjusts the volume. Moving 2 fingers brings up the input selection menu and supports selection movement in it. Tapping the strip once brings up the settings menu. In this menu, moving 1 finger changes the highlight of the menu item or the value of the parameter. Pressing once, selecting the highlighted menu item. Tapping twice, returning to the previous level. Note that working with the touch strip is complicated by the fact that moving along it and tapping it does not always work on the first try. There are few settings that affect the brightness and color balance. There is support for HDR. Moreover, this monitor meets the requirements of display HDR 400. To connect the monitor to a Wi-Fi network, you need to connect one of the input devices, mouse or keyboard, to it via Bluetooth or USB, since network selection and password entry using the touch strip is not possible. Note that you can connect monitor to Wi-Fi network and immediately start wireless projection through the branded application Huawei AI Live. The monitor supports wireless image and sound reception using Miracast technology. Some Huawei smartphones support one-touch wireless projection, the one-hop function. It is enough to bring the smartphone to the base of the stand and the projection will start. Also, when using some Huawei smartphones with a wireless and wired connection, a desktop mode is supported, which allows you to work with applications on the smartphone as on a personal computer. In general, a wireless connection cannot be considered a full-fledged alternative to a wired one, but in some cases it can be very helpful. The gamma curve is quite close to the standard one. Moreover, in the case of the sRGB or DCI-P3 profile, in the darkest area all shades are well distinguished and close to linear increasant in brightness is observed. The original color gamut is much wider than sRGB and is close to DCI-P3. When choosing the DCI-P3 profile, the color range changes slightly. In the case of the sRGB profile, coverage is adjusted to a greater extent. The spectra of primary colors are very well separated, which leads to a wide color gamut. In the case of an sRGB profile with gamut adjustment, the components are already blending together to a large extent. The color balance in all 3 built-in profiles is quite good, as the color temperature is close enough to the standard 6500 kelvins. The deviation from the black body spectrum is much less than 10 units, which is considered a very good indicator for a consumer device. At the same time, both parameters change little in different parts of the grayscale, which improves the visual perception of color balance. In most cases, and even for important work with graphics applications, it will be enough to select sRGB or DCI-P3 profile. The contrast for this type of matrix is good. The uniformity of white and black fields is high. The brightness of the monitor can be changed over a wide range, which allows you to comfortably work and watch movies in both brightly lit and dark rooms. At any brightness level, there is no significant backlight modulation, which eliminates visible flickering of the screen. However, the amplitude of the bursts is small, so the visual visibility of the artifacts is low. From our point of view, the speed of the matrix is enough for dynamic games. The output delay is very small. It is not felt at all when working on a PC, and in games it will not lead to a decrease in performance. The viewing angles for lowering the brightness are not very wide. When deflected in the diagonal direction, the brightness of the black area increases rapidly. At the same time, color stability is good, which is one of the main advantages of an IPS-type matrix. The Huawei MateView monitor stands out with a stylish and original design, a 3:2 aspect ratio and the ability to wirelessly receive image and sound. The monitor is equipped with a good set of interfaces, allowing you to turn it into a laptop docking station. In general, this monitor should be considered universal, suitable for typical office tasks, for working with graphics and in CAD/CAM systems, as well as for video editing. During breaks, this monitor can also be played if a refresh rate of 60 Hz is enough.